Dzień dobry wszystkim, I'm Mysticle, and today, as usual, I'll be bringing the latest in AR and VR news. That at the beginning was just a Polish greeting for good morning everyone, just to spice things up a little bit. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. The first piece of information that we have is actually on some really good news for Quest 3 users. Last video we didn't have that much good news for Quest 3 users, especially with laying down mode not coming to the Quest 3 yet. But now we have Meta announced it's overhauled its aging PC software with a few new features, which should make using the Quest for PC VR gameplay a little less 2019 and a little more 2024, as it now includes more modern features such as higher refresh rates on the Quest 3, longer playtime via Airlink, and a broadened support for the Nvidia 4000 series GPUs. Now, I really wish Meta upgraded its actual software within the software so that we get a proper hub and not the aging Oculus Dash. However, that hasn't arrived just yet. For now, it seems we're getting more bug fixes and driver upgrades. The update includes support for 120Hz refresh rates on the Quest 3, bumping it from its previous max of 90Hz. The company also says it's enabled the USB Link Auto Connect toggle, which will let your Quest automatically start Link when you connect it to your PC via USB-C. One of the biggest improvements overall with Meta's newly rebranded Quest Link PC app is greater battery efficiency when connected via Airlink. The company says it has reduced power consumption by approximately 30%, which should now result in extended battery life from 1.5 hours to about 2.2 hours of playtime. Meta says we can expect similar results over wired Quest Link. However, it depends on your PC's unique power specs. This makes perfect sense. People have complained about different wires not exactly being able to power the headset in the past and having to purchase different wires that actually have the power rating capable of charging the Quest while also playing on Quest Link. The fact that they have made these battery improvements on Airlink though is absolutely fantastic, as that is a pretty big battery improvement, and hopefully those of you that do use Quest Link will now be able to play for much longer. The Quest 3 is now cheaper. This was news to me. This was actually brought to my attention by Nathy on Twitter, and yeah, the Quest 3 has actually dropped in price, something not many of us expected. Now, this is only the 128GB model. It has been dropped down from €550 to €450. That's a whole €100 decrease. A lot of people say it hasn't actually happened in their country. However, I'm in Poland right now, and I just checked the website, and it does seem it has actually dropped down by €100. I've been told by some of my Polish audience that apparently the Quest went out of stock that day, and to this very day, it is actually out of stock on the Polish website. You cannot purchase the 128GB Quest 3 right now. So it seems that that price decrease was a massive success. Let's just hope, for the sake of all those people that bought one, that Meta isn't planning to now introduce a 256GB model instead. Either way though, that's pretty cool, and I would love you guys to tell me down below whether you've seen this price decrease in your country, as it does seem to have happened in many different countries, and according to the Oculus Quest subreddit, people have been noticing. Here's one that was brought to me by my Discord moderator team. Apparently, you can now do body tracking with just 4 slime trackers, severely reducing the price. Overall, Virtual Desktop has had a pretty big upgrade recently that we're going to, I'd say, make a fully blown video about, as it has introduced body tracking from Meta's API into their software, meaning you can now emulate Vive trackers and upper body tracking inside apps like VRChat in PC VR, which is really, really cool. And Basil from my moderator team actually took this a step further, testing it out with just 4 slime trackers and then introducing upper body tracking to kind of emulate the rest of the trackers. And it actually works really, really well, and he completely got away with it, which is incredible. So from Basil on Discord, at the Mysticle, this is big. You can now get away with just 4 slimes using VD estimation, which cuts the price down by so much and even makes access a viable option now. And you can see the video going above me right now. This is the video that Basil actually sent over to the Discord. And if we zoom in at his slime VR options here, you can see he is actually only using 4 trackers, being able to completely lay down on the floor and do all the other fun stuff that full body tracking allows you to do. And I must say, it's looking quite accurate, especially when he's laying down on the floor. It's not glitching out or anything like that. This This is supposedly going to bring full body tracking to even more users. I highly doubt it's better than fully blown Slime VR tracking, and it's probably not as accurate. Also, one of my admins has told me that it has higher latency, which makes sense, I guess. But hopefully all of that is improved over time, and even more people will be able to experience the glory of full body tracking inside virtual reality. The Daft Punk music pack is now here and has brought a different improvement as well. With the update, apparently Quest haptics have also been improved. Reading from Road to VR, Meta's Beat Games teased earlier this month that everyone's favorite block slicing rhythm game Beat Saber was finally getting the music pack that always needed to happen. Daft Punk. Now that day has finally come, which arrives with some improved haptics on the Quest that promise to be harder, better, faster, and stronger. On that track list, we've got Around the World, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, Live 2007, Daft Punk, Live 2007, Get Lucky, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, Lose Yourself to Dance, One More Time, Technologic, The Prime Time of Your Life / The Brainwasher / Roland / Alive, Live 2007, and Veridis Quo. You can grab the Daft Punk music pack on Quest for $13, or pick up individual tracks for $2 per song. With the release of the Daft Punk music pack, Beat Games says it also introduces advanced haptics for the Quest 3 and Quest Pro, and will include haptic improvements for the Quest 2 as well. That's really nice. It's nice seeing that they didn't just go ahead and release a music pack, but they're also upgrading the little things that matter inside gameplay. I've spoken about this before, but good haptics you actually tend to not notice because that's how good they are. They're immersive and they feel like they should be there. They make a game feel better. Bad haptics, or the lack of haptics, can actually ruin a game or make it feel worse. So it's nice seeing that they're going ahead and upgrading the haptics. VisionOS 1.1 has been introduced, improving personas, Mac virtual display, and more. The biggest improvement in VisionOS 1.1 is two personas, Apple's realistic virtual avatars. Apple says they have improved rendering, improved hair and makeup appearance, improved neck and mouth representation, and the ability to capture personas hands-free. Beta versions of VisionOS 1.1 have been available since February 6th, and testers soon after shared before and after comparisons of their personas. We actually talked about this, however this update is now officially out. As well as persona improvements, VisionOS 1.1 also brings the following notable changes: improved discovery and connection reliability of the Mac virtual display, volumes, 3D apps, and objects that exist in the shared space can now be positioned much closer to you than before. Most pre-installed Apple apps can now be uninstalled. A notification number dot will now show on the compatible apps folder, which contains installed iPad and iPhone apps. The cursor positioning for text input has been improved. Mobile device management is now supported to enable device configuration, deployment, and management for enterprise. Wi-Fi networks with captive portals, such as public networks that require signing up to use, are now officially supported, and dozens of bug fixes should increase polish and stability. It's nice to see Apple rolling out these updates rather quickly, actually, since the release of their device, and improving things that people seem to enjoy. I mean, I've spoken about personas before. A lot of people say they're creepy, a lot of people say they're uncanny, and a lot of people actually seem to hate them. I actually really enjoy them. Yeah, sure, they're not as realistic as some people might want them to be, but they're definitely realistic to the point where I can actually tell who is who looking at their persona. And Sidequest actually has a new web installer now, making it much easier for you guys to get Sidequest onto your device. In the past, you would actually need to install the Sidequest installer onto a computer, and only then would you be able to install that onto the Quest. Now you actually don't need that at all. You just use the web installer, plug in your Quest, and install directly through the browser, making it even easier to get that third-party app store with thousands of additional games and features onto your Quest. Which is really good news. I love seeing it. That's going to be it for today's video. A little bit of a shorter one today, but it's nice to get the news out to you guys. If you like this one, please do leave a like. It costs you nothing and it helps the channel out a ton. If you disliked it, I guess the one works too, but let me know why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons and all the supporters on this channel, the people leaving super thanks, the people donating. Seriously, much love. You guys are helping out a ton. And as usual, if you guys want to be notified of future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace. Now this is new. If you saw me like glancing over here from time to time, it's not because I have a script here or anything. No, I actually have like a secondary display here with like a control panel entirely for my camera. This is actually pretty cool, but I'm essentially just gonna press stop recording here and it's gonna stop recording.